where to look to clean up the stories. So when you get to that 10,000 year period, you start to see that there are strange animals being brought from all over the world that had not yet been identified because they were a new species. And the queen has having all of her scientists do various identifications on them, and they are identifying any animal that had not yet been identified. Now, it's only going to be one mammal on the continent of Africa you're not going to find in the hieroglyphics. Every other major mammal will be there, but it's a reason for that. And so all of these different animals being brought to them, there was a particular one that nobody could identify. Now, we at the 10,000 year point. What's 10,000 years? Was approximately 8,000 BC. And there was already a residual conflict between the Egyptian pantheon or royal family and the Babylonian pantheon or royal family. So what you know as the Anunnaki, that was ruled by Anu. Now, Anu is also over the Egyptian pantheon because Prime Creator, Prime Source, appoint him as ruler God. Now, you have to understand the difference between a ruler God and a creator God. The creator gods are the ones that bring everything into existence. They are an exact miniature duplicate of creator. And
let me set the thumbnail up, man. They going crazy up in the background, bro.
Hold on. Ladies, ain't it?
Oh yeah. It's all Hakeem and Haru and these guys. Hold on, I'm gonna switch to my laptop. Let me yeah, hey, look, I think I found that tape you was talking about, because now I can put it out now since I don't got the copyrights. So I'm gonna put that tape out on the flags. But I know how to do it now. So I don't get copyright. I gotta make sure I edit the video, every video. I can't just download it and load it right back up.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah. So you pretty good to go in. Hold on, let me get the thumbnail up there for them guys, man. For these guys.
Yeah, remember, we gotta go back to we gotta pick up where we left off at. We gotta go back to the pictures.
Okay, I still got it. Hold up. Where is that folder? Man, I hope that folder didn't get deleted, bro. Oh yeah, man. I'm really crunched for time trying to get up in here, but I got time tonight. I ain't gotta go nowhere now, but I had to come back from the stove.
Mm-hmm.
We got it, man. Yaku's Drafted Beans revisit part 3 with the brother Rod Haynes, Free Larry Hoover, man. We in the building, bro. We finna put this down like it ain't nothing, bro.
Yes, sir.
Oh yeah. Hold on, man. And you can go ahead, go in. I'm setting up the thumbnail, and then once I get everything, the thumbnail put in, you can keep going. And then I'm gonna switch to my laptop. That way we can load the pictures for you. If you want to go in,
I'm trying to see. I'm trying to see where I can see.
You said that. Remember you said that one drop of blood, and I did some research on that stuff, and we saw the 1/16, the 1/16 of Native American. You got 1/16 of Native American blood. You or is it 125 or some 1/4? You classified as a Native American. Is that related to what you was talking about when you talking about?
So, is we hot now on YouTube?
Huh?
Are we hot now on YouTube?
Yeah. We live, man. We live at 5, bro. We live.
Okay, put my blunt up.
We all hot, man.
Okay, look. The one drop of blood is Anunnaki bloodline.
Okay.
For cleaning up the genetics.
Okay.
Right? Now remember, in the garden, they ate from the tree of knowledge of good and evil.
Uh-huh.
But they wouldn't let them eat from the tree of eternal life.
Uh-huh.
All right. So the tree of eternal life is that one drop of Anunnaki blood they need in order to be able to evolve to higher consciousness. Okay, so the being they created, Lulu Amalu, the primitive worker, wasn't originally a pale skin creation. They were originally what we call a sign or the Twa. Okay, so they were the ones that was working in the mines of Manadapa and Rafali in South Africa. Remember Baba teach about that? All right. These were the ones who were working for Inky. All right. Now, the ones who they created with the defect was created in on Mount Sinai. That's why they say we live in sin, but they're not talking to us. The sin they talking about is Ninner sin. You know who Ninner sin is, right?
I think they one of Enlil's children.
Yeah. So even I'm not sure if he is direct son, but what he is to him is he is his science guy.
Okay.
And his strategist. His military general is his son, Murdoch, named after Inky's son, Murdoch.
Okay.
So they using the names to confuse who's doing what. Right? So it's a big shuffle. Right? So in the Anunnaki know that when they came down here and began to tamper with the genetics, that the only remedy if they make a mistake would be to give them one drop of Anunnaki blood, which would give them what you call eternal life.
All right, go ahead. I'm with you.
Okay, now, the original, what we call earthborn, like children of Inanna and Inky, right? The earthborn, they already had it in the form of mitochondria. But the carbon was cut off from the synthetically created being by replacing the carbon in the test tube production of the genetic experiment. You replace the carbon with sulfur, and then the sentience of the being, they can't tap in. So they can't link to prime creator, so therefore they can never ascend. They perpetually stuck in the three-dimensional reality like extras in a video game. Okay, so that one drop of blood allows the elixir, the sacred secorium, the sacred secretion, to rise from the hip plate in the lower back to the base of the skull and then fill the four chambers in the brain. When they don't have that, they geniuses go crazy.
That's fire. Go ahead. Keep on going. Listen.
Okay, so now when you see what happened to Stephen Hawking, Steve Jobs, they just dropped dead. They are firing primary left brain function is carrying the function of all four chambers. So if you remember, Dr. Frances Cress Welsing had a debate on PBS back in the 80s, and she was explaining the condition that caused them to not be able to awaken higher consciousness to connect to source. Right? So now the question is, when the one drop of blood doctrine came from the Anunnaki, they got the blood of the gods now, they demigods. But Demi is there because you stuck to the ego. Right? Now this W.E.B. Du Bois, Warring Souls of Black folks is the reference. So you always gonna be struggling with your ego self, which is your three-dimensional acceptance of who you are, versus your true self, which is your higher birthright to higher realms of existence through the science of ascension. So if you don't have the one drop of blood, the frequency comes in from the solar rays. You will not be able to raise your vibration sufficiently enough to facilitate higher consciousness, and you will in effect shut your brain off. All right, now, so we know they came over here for one drop of blood. Now, how do we benefit from this shit? Where's our benefit? Right? So we looking at what they tell us happened. The Civil War, Columbus came 1492. They had the American Revolution, right? 1776, Declaration of Independence, Constitution, all that, right? Then they turn around and tell us that in the late 1800s, like late 1900s, there was a civil rights movement, a Back to Africa movement, and all this is before Garvey came. What was going on at that time, right? So when you look at the exile of the Moors from Spain, you will see that you had those who were navigators on the high seas, right? Captains, skippers, right? That's why some people last name Skipper. That's where they come from. Yeah. Remember Gilligan's Island? Yeah. Right. The skipper is like a very important person on the ship because he can become the captain.
Okay.
Right. Then you remember Popeye?
Yeah, the sailor man.
Yeah. What was his father's name? Poop Deck Pappy, right?
Okay.
So what's the poop deck?
I don't know. Go ahead.
So on the side of the ship, they would have a part of the ship where you go shit.
Oh, the poop deck.
It was some
poop deck.
Yep, and it was somebody's job to clean it off.
Okay.
That was the punishment. That was the detention. Now, if you got thousands of motherfuckers under the ship, you can't run bathroom breaks like that. Right? So that's not possible because the slave ship would turn into a gas chamber before it could get over here. So look at where the Moors went. They first went to Al-Maghrib. They had to reassess, regroup, refocus their resources, realign their troops. Now they coming in as Dutch, right? They coming in as French. They coming in as English. They coming in as Portuguese, but they all Black Moors and Tawny Moors. All right. Now, and they get over here. Where are they at now?
Where are the people at now? The Moors?
The ones who the ones who are holding the contract to Yakub or the orders from Yakub to bring these people to rule over us, right? First of all,
okay, all right, go ahead. Go ahead. I see where you're going. Go ahead.
Right. So somebody's enforcing it. All right. At the same time, they're using that white supremacist doctrine that was written in Rome. Right. As a caste system that's a carryover from Plato's Republic. Right. Remember, to the republic for which it stands. What's a republic? A republic is a form of government that's ruled by law. And then you have what's called a democracy. They're not the same thing. What's a democracy? A democracy is supposed to be when the majority of the people place the leadership by general consensus. Or what they general consensus is tallied in the terms of votes. So who is this electoral college and how does that shit work if we're supposed to be electing us heads of state and government officials through the electoral process? Right? So when we're looking at these people, we're wondering who's who on the planet Earth, as Pops would say. Who belong where? Where you come from, where you going? Right? So once you understand the moves of the people, you can track them, right? So we know they came in New York. They came in as the Dutch, right? And that's in the iconography on the state seals and the local seals of the area tell the story, because that's how they was passing the messages through signs and symbols. Because they say signs and symbols is for a conscious mind, right? And if signs and symbols is for a conscious mind, and they use signs and symbols, somebody got to learn their language. So they send all of us in there. The different chiefs have to learn a different part of the language. And then we got to put it all together on the Wind Talker channel and share the information among each other. Each one teach one that we all might reach to, right? So today we want to go through where these people went. Look in them, pull up that slide Man,
Man, that
folder.
slide, that's what took me so long, man, trying to find this dang on slide. I'm trying, man. I know I had a folder on here that said Rod Haynes. I can't find it, bro. Oh, no, this ain't it. This right here is man, I had the folder on here, bro. That's what I'm talking about, bro.
The two in the middle up there, the two
this right here is like the Moores folder that I had. I got a couple more classes to teach out of this.
Mm-hmm.
They making fun of us and all that. Like I got a whole bunch of shit up in here like that goes with what you've been teaching. But I can look it up on the internet if I have to, though. Man, I can't.
Okay, so let's go ahead. So the first thing we're gonna pull up is what's the name of it? Leon Trotsky on Black nationalism.
Hey, spell his name.
LEONTRO. It's a new word.
LEON
space TRO. It's gonna pop up as soon as you put that in there. See it? Yeah. The name of the book is Black Nationalism. Go to images.
Oh yeah. Oh, let me go on Google. Make sure I'm on Google. Oh yeah, this would be good right here.
So we talking Karl Marx, Marxism, the Marxist Manifesto, the Communist Development, and the Socialist Development. All of that comes into play when we finna go back to Trotsky. Right now, remember, they was having a Nazi, a communist purge in America in the 1940s. Right, and some of the greatest actors of the day, there it is right here, you got it. Some of the greatest actors of the day lost their careers for being, hey, you see the yellow one that's under that right there? The yellow one?
I got you.
Same book, but it's a yellow one. Click that one. It's the reason I want you to click that one. I want you to look at the cover of it.
You got it? You see it?
Yep. Click.
Can you see it?
Yeah, click on it so they can see the cover of it. I want them to see who on the cover of this book because we're using this book for a reason.
Okay, hold up. Let me save it and blow it up. Oh yeah. If you're new to the page, hit that like, hit that subscribe button. Hit the bell. If you want to show your brother Rod Haynes some love, we posted the Cash App and the links for you.
Oh, somebody sent me a message. You had spelled my Cash App wrong.
What is it? It's SikApe, right?
Yeah, but the S got to be capital and the A got to be capital.
Oh, okay, all right. Let me put it in there again for him. All right, y'all, we're going to put it in there again for you. The S and the A got to be capital.
Capital and the A got to be capital.
Yeah, got me another phone now, man, so I can trap out, man. Oh yeah, baby. We
talking about communism, right? Communism and socialism is predicated upon tribal governments ruling the land. But what they did was they usurped socialism and communism because all it is in truth would have been tribalism. But they erased the tribe aspect out of it. So now there's no family cohesion to the structure. If there's no family cohesion to the structure, it can only last so long before it starts to break down because you're going to be breaking down the family in the process. No society is strong that doesn't have strong nuclear families. And this is why they trying to bust us and bust our families up. Now remember, they came to turn parents against child against parent, brother against sister, father against daughter. Right? So they came with the mischief to turn us all against each other with divide and conquer. Right? You see that?
Yep.
You see who that is? That is Haj Malik El Shabazz, aka right. Why is he on the cover of this book? Now go to the year it was published, because this is important. Go back to the Amazon page and look at the see paperback, February 1st, 1994. Okay, now screen back to the other one that you had. Okay, so now who is this dude, Leon Trotsky, and why is Malcolm X on the cover of his book?
Good question.
Right. So Leon Trotsky was on the run from the same people called the Black Hand. Now, go to Google and pull up the Black Hand, the dreaded Black Hand.
Oh yeah, this is supposed to be good.